This is Charlie Parsons for Boxing Social in association with William Hill and Empire Fight Store. I'm whispering because there is an interview going on a road mic just behind us. Frankincense Smith, how are we, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good, my friend. Nice to see you again after the 10-8 round in shadow boxing yesterday.
Been 24 hours, mate.
A-side talk.
Yeah, how's the Travelodge?
I woke up to loud construction banging.
Oh, what a great tragedy. Loud construction banging.
I literally woke up to bang, bang, bang.
I mean, that's an amazing story. I'm glad we've covered it, really. Because
You did ask.
I mean, if we wouldn't have covered that, I just don't know what I would have done.
The insincerity is making me very sad. We've just had the press conference for Leigh Wood against Maruicio Lara. Final thoughts going into the fight?
I missed the press conference. I was on a call. 'Cause that's what I do. I'm excited for it. You know, we all know what we saw the first time round. We know what both of the guys are capable of. We know how the fight was going last time, obviously the way it ended. Leigh Wood, he's very confident of what he's going to go in there and do, but Maruicio Lara, as he's shown time and time again, we know what his strengths are. So, I think it's going to be an entertaining fight. I think it's going to be a lot of back and forth, and can't wait for Saturday night.
Frank, you broke the news yesterday that Smith-Eubank had been sort of off. I think everyone in the industry sort of had a feeling it was for a little while. What is your brother-in-law's contractual agreement in terms? Ben Shalom yesterday said he wants a fight to take place in September. Where is Eubank? I know you're now trying to make the Benn fight.
I don't speak to Chris about business stuff really. He's obviously represented by Wasserman and Kell and this is Sauerland. You know, I don't know why it took me to break the news. It's been going on for about a week. Why
do you think it took so long?
I don't know. No, but I mean, the talk's been out there for a week, hasn't it? Really, or 5-6 days. You know, it was people on Twitter, so I didn't feel like I was really breaking any news yesterday. I don't know why it took me though for them to officially announce it. You know, because it seemed like I said it and then they posted it on their social media. What's that? You need me? I'm coming back. After. Sorry. You know, fighters are most important. Fighters are more important than Charlie Parsons.
I am a fighter.
You're not a fighter. You do. I mean, Akib would drop you with like his. Look at him. He's about to drop you now. I mean, what is he wearing? Stone Island, top to bottom. I know. Yeah.
I'm actually wearing Twins lifestyle. Can we shut out? Come on, look at the boys.
You always come back to your clothes anyway. Every time.
I didn't start this time.
I got him that.
Yeah,
You got him that?
Yeah.
Really? Did you get one in his size?
Child size.
Right. We are going to carry on where we were. I don't know why it took me to say something for them then to announce it. I'm not sure. You know, it's not really fair for all the people who bought tickets, paid for their travel and hotels, really, that they would have known about it and didn't want to announce it. But it's not my place. I don't know. I don't get involved in the contracts. All I know is that Eubank Benn is a massive fight. We would love to try and make it happen.
You tweeted a Thierry Henry gif in response to... Can you do it?
No.
No, it's more like...
No, I can't do it. Do you know my missus sent me that?
What, as like your...
She sent it to me and said, you should post this. I was like, go on then, I'll do
I'm
that.
going to get told off for saying that.
Why? I won't get told off. I'm not saying anything negative.
So yeah, I mean, Eddie's tweeted that he clearly has intent of making it. That seems to me that you must have some idea of some. Like, why would you be tweeting this as a company without knowing Eubank's contractual state? I mean, can he even fight Conor Benn next?
Yeah, he can fight Conor Benn next.
He can.
Of course
So
he can.
that is the contractual state, that he doesn't have an obligation to reschedule this fight with Liam Smith.
Of course he can fight Conor Benn next.
Why is that? Of course.
Because of course he can fight Conor Benn next. The fight. Well, you can't just keep postponing the fight, keep postponing the fight. And I'm not. I don't represent Chris Eubank Jr. I represent Matchroom. We represent Conor Benn. We want to make the best fights possible, and let's see what happens. It's exciting though, and I believe it can happen.
How likely is that to be the next fight? And now, what date do you start to look at it? Okay, away from Chris Eubank Jr. then Conor Benn's return.
I think sort of August, September time. So, how likely is the fight? Again, it's not done. It's nowhere near done. Obviously, we've made it once before. I'm sure we can make it again, but it's not done. So I'm not going to stand here and say, yeah, 99% that's the next fight. But 100% we would all like to see that fight happen next, for sure.
Frank, the big man's just told me that Demsey McKean and the talks of Tyson Fury and Jai Opetaia as well are absolute bollocks, quote unquote. I know Demsey McKean is obviously represented by Matchroom. Are you able to shed any light on all this?
I've been speaking to his manager, Angelo, who's out with him. He's actually been out with Tyson Fury and all those guys. It's not realistic. Don't get me wrong. Representing Demsey McKean, it would be great if he could be involved in a fight with Tyson Fury in Australia. I just don't see Tyson Fury taking a fight in Australia. I don't see how it all stacks up, but that's let's see. There's a lot of talk, isn't there, about Tyson Fury and what he wants to do, whether he's going to come back. He was supposed to fight April, supposed to fight June, supposed to fight July. Who knows what he's doing? Sort of leave him to it.
When you say you don't know how it stacks up, is that sort of from a financial perspective, putting on a fight like that in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, look, there's a lot of government funding for events in Australia, but in terms of what I'd expect Tyson Fury would be looking for, I don't know how it makes sense.
Where do you think the names have come from? Is it just him maybe being in Australia?
Yeah, I mean, 100% it's him being in Australia. That's what he's good at, isn't he? Tyson Fury is great at getting people talking. He's in Australia, so now he's going to go and fight there. That's what he does.
An article broke that stated that Bivol is actually out of contract with Matchroom. Is this correct?
Not true.
So he is still... What is the contractual situation for Dmitry Bivol match?
He has a contract with Matchroom.
Is that just for the Canelo rematch?
No, not just for the Canelo rematch.
So Bivol's next fight away from Canelo, if that is the case, will definitely be with Matchroom.
Correct.
Joe Cordina, next for him. He's been having a little bit of back and forth. How soon do you look to getting him back out?
Probably August, September time. We're looking for Joe Cordina. He obviously he's had 2 tough fights as well. Had the last fight was a tough fight. He had the period out through injury. So it's probably about the right time for him to get back in the gym, have some rest, and go from there.
I know that sort of a while back you had conversations with Kell Brook. Kell Brook was in Dublin last week. I know that he wants big fights. If it's not the Conor Benn fight, do you think that you could end up promoting another return for Kell Brook? Yeah,
I'm sure we could. I'm sure that it has to be the right fight for Kell Brook to return. You've got an interesting mix there with the likes of Kell Brook, Liam Smith, Conor Benn, Eubank Jnr. To make some interesting fights, domestic fights over the next year or so. So, yeah, lots of opportunity. But look, Kell has obviously been out of the gym for a while. He wants to come back for the right fight. So let's see what happens.
Just finally, on the world of boxing as a whole, it seems that Spence Crawford has been agreed now. Not banking on anything because we've been waiting a long time. I know you'll have no involvement, but we can all say a boxing fan's dream certainly to see this fight unfold. Happy, good for boxing?
Yeah, brilliant for boxing. It's been a long time coming, and to deliver that fight is great. We obviously had another fight, great US fight that really went well. That was the Javonta against Ryan Garcia fight. So to now deliver it, to have this fight delivered as well, and it's good to see people coming together and making things happen. I know Ish Hinson very well, who looks after Terrence Crawford. So I know he's been working hard for a long time to try and get this over the line. So I'm sure it's not signed, but hopefully it's close to being signed. And yeah, well done to them once they get it done.
Frank Smith, top man, always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Charlie Parsons, top man. Enjoy that Travelodge. Bang, bang, bang.